Hi, this is Coach Ranchod from Ranchod Law Group here, and we have Alba from our firm. We are going to just be talking about I-601s and marriage-based green cards.
Yeah. Hello, Kosi.
Hi, I'm very good, thank you.
So I like to make some questions.
Okay.
I like to know the difference between the I-601 and the marriage based on green card.
Okay, excellent question. I-601 versus marriage-based green card. A lot of people, want to know what this is. So let's take a look at the I-601 waiver. One of the most common things that we do for the I-601 waiver is that we file a waiver based on marriage. Now, this is if you have an illegal entry. So that's when you'd use an I-601 waiver. And you can do an I-601A waiver if you're in the United States and not have to leave to apply for the waiver. Now, the difference between that and what's also known as adjustment of status, or commonly referred to as marriage-based green card, is if you've entered with a visa, you can apply directly for that and you don't need a waiver. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the I-601 is if you are entered illegally.
Exactly. And actually, to just be more specific, there's two types here. We got I-601A and we got the I-601. So the I-601A is, let's say if you were married, your spouse, they entered illegally, then you can apply for the I-601A if you were here without a visa. So in that situation, what's great is what we do first is we file for the I-130, and that's right now taking about 6 months to get approved. And then after that, that's where we file the waiver. That's the real difficult aspect of the whole I-601A, because that's where the USCIS determines whether or not you have extreme hardship. Now the I-601, which you asked me about, is where your spouse is outside the United States, then you file for I-601. That's different than the I-601A. Obama passed legislation that allowed us to file for the I-601A, or there's regulations that were promulgated that allowed us to apply for the I-601A. So that is what our firm does. A lot of I-601As right now. We do I-601s if your spouse is outside the United States. So that whole process takes about 18 months. But the great thing is, let's say your spouse entered with a visa. Even if you've overstayed the visa, you can file directly for a marriage-based green card. So marriage-based green card, that's the colloquial term for just adjustment of status. That's the legal term where you apply here directly with the USCIS. You don't need a waiver. And you can, our green cards are getting approved anywhere from 4 to 8 months. And you don't need to show extreme hardship. You just need to show that you entered the country lawfully. You meet the affidavit of support requirements, and you meet all of the other requirements, such as showing that you don't have certain kind of criminal issues. You have the appropriate documentation. Then you may qualify for the adjustment of status. But if you've entered illegally, then you need an I-601A waiver. Now, if you entered illegally twice after 1997, you're going to need, then you have a permanent bar, depending upon when you entered in 1997. But definitely 2 legal entries after 1998 and later, you're going to have a permanent bar. So you only can have 1 illegal entry.
And how long does it take?
The whole process is taking about 18 months, because we're talking about a 3-step process. It's first the I-130, then filing with the National Visa Center, to get the fee bills, pay those, then filing the I-601 waiver, which is the legal brief, then actually going and having an interview after the waiver is approved. So this whole process takes about 18 months.
18 months. And then you get the approval, you can apply for the green card, right? Because
so once you get the approval for the I-601A waiver, then they're going to send you, you'll get a notification of your interview at the specific U.S. Embassy. So for instance, if you're from Mexico, then you'll get a notification that your interview will be in Ciudad Juarez, and you have the medical over there as well.
I see. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure answering your questions. I hope this was very helpful to Ranchod Law Group viewers, and we look forward to continue to answer your questions. I know it's crazy times right now with what's going on with immigration and what Donald Trump is doing. We're here to help you. Give us a call, 916-613-3553, or you can email us at info@ranchodlaw.com. We look forward to helping you, and have an awesome day. Thank you.